in the way that all the species evolved out of lower species.
This is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. If he wants to believe this happened, he's welcome to believe his grandpa was Lucy and came down from his tree or something. But that is pure religion. We offer $250,000 for anybody with any real empirical, testable, scientific evidence for evolution.
So you're saying we ain't come down from monkeys?
No. Monkeys are still having babies. Why don't they have another human today?
Okay. Has you ever eaten a banana?
Oh, yeah, I eat all kinds of food, yeah. I eat a banana, that's proof it came from rotten. That's not proof of evolution.
The people engaged in this kind of nonsense always set up the rules that you could never win the money. Now,
but the banana thing got him, innit?
Yeah. Well,
he had to start going, oh, no. He started saying, because you started going red when I said that.
Think
like
about
you thought, oh, it's got it, my man over there.
Thing. No. The fact
then why did you start all... He went red, didn't it?
No, because I'm surprised at how illogical your question was, or your thinking was.
Speak to that, because Space ain't listening, yo.
We're Homo sapiens, and that's about 8 steps down.
I ain't. I just want to make clear, because this is going out on the TV or whatever, that I don't do that stuff. I ain't got nothing against it.
Oh, it's the homo that threw him off. I mean, explain that.
It is a scientific nomenclature that describes who we are as part of a phyla or a stream of, it goes hominid, hominoid, and then we go
whatever. There's different names for it.
We're all Homo sapiens.
All humans would be considered.
My wife is a Homo sapien.
But that's not homosexual. That's what the difference is.
Well, it's just a way of describing who we are.
Well, that's it. I just want to make clear your respect for coming on, and I ain't going to treat you differently now that has come out. That's safe.
No, it has nothing to come
out.
Come on now, you're confused here. Let's settle the confusion. All of people in the whole world, the biologists have in a group called Homo, and the particular human group below that is sapiens. And all that is Greek. It just means the Greek word for man smart.
Yeah, a lot of them is very talented.
It has nothing to do with homosexuals. It has nothing to do with the homos that you meet on the street. It's an entirely different lingo.
But
my point is...
So is you one of the homo lot?
I am a homo sapien. I think all humans are homo sapiens. You are too. Okay? You are too.
Yo.
The term homo and homo sapien has nothing at all to do with sex.
All right. Let's talk about when technology goes horribly wrong. Is there technologies that you won't use?
I try to avoid foods that have pesticide residues on them.
No disrespect, whatever, but does you use a toilet or does you just drop one in a hole?
Of course I use the toilet like I assume everybody here does, or I hope.
You'd use it, but would you flush?
Certainly, yeah, I absolutely.
So, would you use a toilet, or does you just drop it in a hole?
Oh, no, I've been to quite a few countries where they don't have toilets, and I'm very glad to get back to America.
So would you flush?
Oh, sure, and I think you should have a septic system that's properly designed to handle the waste.
You say that, but there's evidence backstage to the contrary. Was it you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I was talking about.
No, I have no clue.
The floater. Covering it with paper don't make it all right, That goes for the rest of you, whoever it was. Right, I ain't pointing any fingers, but I does have my suspicions.
Well, I don't, it was not me, if that's what you're saying. I would not, if I understand what you're even talking about, which I don't part of the time here.
You know what I was talking about, because if it was, then shame on you.
These are classics, though.
You're very confusing.
I ain't pointing fingers, but is you the one backstage that didn't flush?
No, sir.
You know what?
They actually just kept going somehow.
If that's what you're talking about. Why you would
not
talk about that on a TV program blows my mind.
Just saying, out of respect, and we're all talking about respect and whatever. Whoever it was, and I ain't just, I don't care. Let's just...
Well, then go on to something else.
Let's put it to the side. But that ain't right.
Did we watch
shame on you.
all of the
I didn't do it.
like 3
don't say
times
shame on me. I didn't do anything.
I need like a 3-minute juicer real quick.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Here's an our rude boys. The media. A lot of you out there probably never even heard of the word. Is books part of the media?
Absolutely.
What is the point of them? I mean, I ain't done this, but has any of you actually ever read a book?
Oh, of course.
No, I was talking about the whole thing.
I've read thousands of books in my life. I have a
don't show up.
But I mean, some people.
Name one then.
Name one?
Yeah.
I was reading one today called Sex, Lies, and Videotape.
Is that a real book?
To my understanding, it was a film, but it may also.
All right, so that's a film. That ain't a book. What does you think about violence on TV?
Nobody, I don't think, in their right mind would say there shouldn't be any violence in entertainment. The question is, do you depict it in a way that makes it appealing?
But what harm has violence ever done?
Oh, death. I mean,
Yeah, but apart from that.
well, death and injury. I mean, if you don't die, you're injured.
All right. Well, apart from that, yeah, those two things. Yeah. Does you think that violence on the telly leads to violence on the street?
Well, I would begin with, I wouldn't limit it to television. You got film, you
Well,
got
violence
reality,
in the
you got
media,
rap,
whatever.
you got video games.
With full respect, though, that is BS.
Video games.
That's down for bullshit. Because me watch Star Trek, but that don't mean that me go out and build a spaceship and fly into the air and above that into the thing called space and have, all them ears and all that thing.
Well, to me, that makes a point.
Answer that.
There's a difference between violence that is readily and is easily imitatable versus ray guns.
Should telly be used to educate our children?
The television could be a powerful medium for education.
Well, like Sesame Street is very educationalist. I've learned a lot from that. Why don't they make a version of Sesame Street for kids?
That's what it's for.
What?
That's what it's made for.
Full respect, the other day we saw it and the letter was X. And we don't think that kids would understand that. Check this. Did you know that xylophone is spelled from X?
Yeah, sure.
But zoo is spelled like with something, the other one.
Zoo is spelled with Z.
Do you think that there should be censorship?
We have censorship on television.
Me grew up watching whatever me wanted. Me was watching pornos from the age of 11. And me don't see me Julie complaining now. Every time. So, does you think it's all right to see animals on the telly?
People having sex with animals?
What? No.
Oh, you mean sex with
Jesus, this guy.
animals having
No,
sex?
animals.
Animals having sex with
No.
animals?
Nobody's anything about
Yeah,
that.
take it easy. It is disgusting enough seeing a woman and a horse do it, but actually seeing two horses getting jiggy together, that was actually on the television.
While I don't personally enjoy watching two elephants have sex on a PBS special, I don't consider it pornographic.
So, does you think the media put too much attention on women to look a certain way?
I think that it does clearly present an unreal image of life.
But does you think there's enough pressure being put on women from the media? Because there's still so many fatty boom booms walking around.
People need to think about that. They need to look at a Rosie O'Donnell and say, well, that's someone who looks like more of the people I see day to day.
Yeah, right. That's another point.
Come off it. Rosie O'Donnell, how much? How much?
I think Rosie O'Donnell is
How much?
clearly the exception.
Not even for $1 million, bet you wouldn't.
She is the exception to this presentation.
I want to say big up to all of you lot out here. Me hope to all my peeps out there that you has learnt something and at least taken away one thing.
I learned
Whether
something.
it is that you think it is all right to watch the National Geographic channel, watch two elephant boning like this man does. You at home, make up your own mind. Keep it real. Peace.
That's a classic. A fatty boom boom. Fatty boom boom. Interesting. So that's what I think. That's my takeaway from that one. Fatty boom boom. I've never heard that one before.
Yo, this is X on the beat, yo. Okay.
You heard my voice as well.
That ass.
Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy.